What is EQ and why does it matter in the workplace? According to one survey of hiring managers, almost 75% suggested that they value the employee's EQ more than their IQ. Welcome to this course on the impact of EQ in the workplace. In this course, you will explore the difference between IQ and EQ. You will discover the impact EQ has in the workplace and learn techniques to help improve your EQ. Let's kick off with what is IQ versus EQ. IQ means intelligence quotient. IQ is a value that indicates a person's ability to learn and apply information in a meaningful way. Someone with a high IQ may be able to learn certain subjects very quickly and make connections between ideas that others may miss. They tend to have high concentration, better comprehension, and advanced analytical skills. Well, what is EQ? EQ means emotional quotient. EQ is a measure of how you recognize, understand, and manage emotions in yourself and from others. A high EQ means someone is able to handle difficult emotional experiences and resolve conflict with others. They tend to have self-confidence, impulse control, and strong social skills. You may ask, which one is more important? While a high IQ has been linked to better job performance, a high EQ has been linked to better job success. Some experts believe that EQ is more important in determining life success than IQ alone. Now, let's look at the impact of EQ in the workplace. EQ, commonly referred to as emotional intelligence, is widely recognized as a valuable skill that helps improve communication, problem solving, and relationships within the workplace. People with high EQ make better decisions and solve problems, keep cool under pressure, listen, reflect, and respond to constructive criticism. People with low EQ play the role of the victim or avoid taking responsibility for errors. They have passive or aggressive communication styles, and they are overly critical of others or dismissive of others' opinions. Now let's look at how to become more emotionally intelligent. While emotional skills may come naturally to some people, there are things that we can all do to help improve our ability to understand and manage our emotions. This can be particularly helpful in the workplace where relationships and business decisions often rely on interpersonal understanding, teamwork, and communication. The key to improving EQ is to improve skills in the 5 categories of emotional intelligence, which are self-awareness, self-regulation, social skills, empathy, and motivation. One of the first steps toward improving emotional intelligence skills is to practice recognizing your own emotions. In order to do so and understand what is causing those feelings, you need to first determine what you are feeling and how these emotions influence the decision you make or how you interact with others. Assess your emotional strengths and weaknesses. How well do you communicate with others? Do you find yourself experiencing impatience, anger, or annoyance often? Recognizing weaknesses allows you to look for ways to deal with them. Remember that emotions are temporary. You may feel irritated or frustrated, but before you react, remember that these things are temporary. Being aware of your feelings is an important step, but it is also critical to be able to control your emotions. People who practice good self-regulation don't bottle things up. They find appropriate ways to express their emotions rather than reacting impulsively. To improve your self-regulation skills in the workplace, keep your cool. Accept the fact that you cannot control everything. Look for helpful ways to respond that don't add fuel to the fire. Think before making decisions. Emotions can overwhelm you in the heat of the moment. You can make a calmer, more rational choice if you give yourself time to consider all of the possibilities. Find healthy releases for workplace stress. Having hobbies outside of work, physical exercise, or meditative practices are a great place to start. People with high EQ also have strong social skills because they are good at recognizing other people's emotions, responding appropriately to situations, building rapport with colleagues, and communicating ideas effectively. To boost your social skills, actively listen to what others have to say. Active listening involves showing attention, asking questions, and providing feedback. Pay attention to nonverbal communication. Body language conveys a lot about what people are really thinking. Avoid office drama. However, we know that conflict is not always avoidable. Focus on listening to what others have to say and look for ways to minimize tensions. Emotionally intelligent people are good at stepping into another person's shoes and understanding how they feel. In the workplace, empathy allows you to understand the different dynamics between colleagues and supervisors. Practice empathy by making the effort to see the things from the other person's point of view. It can be a great first step toward finding a middle ground between two opposing points of view. Pay attention to how you respond to others. Do you acknowledge their input, even if you disagree? Letting others know that their efforts have merit often helps everyone feel more willing to compromise. People who have strong EQ tend to be more motivated to achieve goals for their own sake. Rather than seeking external rewards, they want to do things because they are passionate about what they do. To strengthen your sense of motivation, do a self-check of your internal dialogue. Ask yourself, what is my attitude toward this task? Focus on what you love about your work. There are probably things about your job that you love and things that you hate. Try focusing on the aspects of your job that you enjoy and take inspiration from that. Maintain a positive attitude. Adopting a positive attitude can help you feel more confident and motivated about your work. Emotional intelligence can be used in many different ways in your daily life. Practice emotional intelligence by stopping to take a moment to check in on what you're thinking and feeling in the present moment. Start noticing if you are actively listening to others and putting yourself in their shoes. Continue to keep your cool and practice the techniques learned in this course to strengthen your emotional intelligence. Now it's time for a knowledge check. Please take a moment to answer the following questions. Great job on the knowledge check. Now, let's practice self-regulation with this quick meditation moment. Remember to breathe deeply and relax.